hello there and welcome to Victory. Yes, this is a wonderful place to be because we have been in our period of strife with the Five of Wands, where the whole picture goes out of kilter, that extra wand being thrown into the middle of the image, as you can see there from the previous card. And here we go to the Six of Wands itself. First thing you can notice about this card is a sense of symmetry and balance. Perhaps the next thing to notice is the colours. You've got the wonderful orange and yellow, and you've also got that lovely rich purple background. Very special card indeed. Now there's a symbol near to the top of the card which looks like a 2 with a 4, and that's a sign for Jupiter. And then right at the bottom of the card, just above the word victory, there's the symbol for Leo. So this literally is the gift of being yourself. So with the strife card we had restrictions in being yourself. Here we have the gift in being yourself, and this is what it's all about. You are your greatest gift. The greatest gift you have to offer to the world and to yourself is you. Therefore your ultimate job in life is to discover who you are and be who that is. And bear in mind that you will have had many people programming you, persuading you, suggesting things to you, indoctrinating you, and possibly even brainwashing you into what they think you should be and what they think you should do. And your fundamental message that I'm giving you about you is you have to discover who you are and then be who that is. That's what you're here to do, to be who you are. So look at the card there. There are 6 wands. So in the world of the tarot, the 6s represent the place of perfect balance. This is what we've got going on. We've got an idealized situation of balance, and the 6 is on what we call the middle pillar of the 3 pillars of the tree of life. I'm going to go more into these in the next card, but that's all you need to know at the moment. It's the middle pillar, and this pillar represents perfect balance between the 2 extremes. But not only that, it's also in the centre of the middle pillar. And the influence of this card, we know that Leo was already seen. Leo is about the sun, so this is the gift of being yourself, the gift of being leonine. This is really to do with this quality about being in the very centre of things and embodying the qualities of the sun. So the words which we use to describe victory, the state of victory, are such words as beauty, rapture, ecstasy. These are the emotions and the feelings that result from a sense of victory. There's another word which is the word exaltation. My personal journey on this one is having experienced considerable illness and strife to such an extent I was literally thrown back into an old chronic illness I had a long time ago, and I got to taste fully how horrific and distressing that illness was. And I had that for an incredibly short period of time, and I burst out of it into victory. And this is one of the greatest gifts of illness, particularly if the illness is short term. Let's just be kind of straight with you on this one. The great gift of particularly short term illness is you then have that wonderful feeling of exaltation when you can feel the recovery entering your being, and you can feel that body, emotions, mind, spirit and soul is coming back into alignment, and you are who you are. It's such a wonderful feeling. I could obviously wax eloquently at great length about this, so I'm going to tell myself to shut up and get down to the nitty-gritty. So I suppose the most obvious question to ask is, well, if it's victory, and look at those 9 flames there, it's such a beautiful card. Those symbols on the staffs, I don't need to tell you anymore, let's just get on with it. So here we go. Why transform such a wonderful card? Well, I guess the only answer to that is, let's do it, and then that will show us why. So we look at the card we're going to use to transform it, and here it is, it's the number 31, and look at the colours. The colours are green and gold. And that tells me a lot to start with, green relating particularly to the heart, and gold relating to spiritual awakening. And literally, as I've said in previous films, turning the shit into gold, which is what true alchemy is. So the colour is obviously highly significant here. So we use the process as always with the glass of the water on the card, using the words of power as explained in film number 1. And here we go. The fountain. I let go of all the sensations of fear and anxiety, and I open myself to a new light shining in my heart. I let go of all sensations of fear and anxiety, and I open myself to a new light shining in my heart. I let go of all the sensations of fear and anxiety, and I open myself to a new light shining in my heart. And you look at the picture and you see where he's got the medal. The medal is exactly on his heart centre. It's why his raiment is primarily green, relating to his heart centre. And there you have all the colours of the red, the orange and the yellow and the green. This is a very, very powerful card, obviously, and you have to take a look at it. And then you've got the symbol behind. Now the symbol behind looks like the Star of David, this is true, but it can also be regarded to be the star tetrahedron or the Merkaba, which is one of the fundamental geometrical forms, which is the sacred geometry of the creation of the universe. So there's a huge amount of power. And look up star tetrahedron, look up Merkaba, find out what it's all about and really get into that. It's very, very powerful. So if we slip into a little bit more of the detail of the fountain, here we go. This is the wisdom of the heart. That's why it's a 6 of wands. That's why it's in the position on the tree of life, which is called Tippereth. It's why it relates to the sun. To make space for the deepest joy to spring from within the depths of the self. That's why we're here, to do this. There's a sense of construction, of overcoming obstacles where the wisdom within finds a space to express itself. Which is why true victory is when you let go of strife and come into this place of balance with the will. Because don't forget, wonders about the will force, the willpower. This is a deep insight into the heart, which then flows over into the world. And we have that expression, my cup runneth over, surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's what it's all about. And that comes from mainstream Christianity blended with Rastafarianism, an incredibly powerful, potent cocktail of using the power of the word to make miraculous transformations within the self. And that's what alchemy is about. It's about transforming the self using all the tools at your disposal, embracing everything that comes your way, the most pleasant and the most unpleasant, using it all as your basis to turn everything that comes to you from lead into gold, or as I prefer to say, from shit into gold, knowing that the alchemical vessel, the crucible, is you. That's what you are. Embrace your alchemical potential and onward to more victorious situations. Thank you very much.